Yeah. What else? Oh, let's see. What else is on the list?
Cuppy versus Zlatan.
Oh, yeah. Zlatan and Bile. Yes. Mm-hmm. So, man, I'm like the only one talking. Like, what's good? I'm just talking.
I mean, this you got this one. This episode is yours.
Man, all right. Let me
I'm just here to be a pretty face.
Yeah, no. So the Zlatan DJ Cuppy thing also is another thing that kind of broke this week. A lot of people are having fun on Twitter with it, but basically, Zlatan has blocked DJ Cuppy on all social media. Mm-hmm. You might be familiar. They have a song together, the Gelato. Have you heard that song?
I haven't.
Oh, when we had, who did we have? When we had Aya on here.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
remember, he talked about,
yeah.
I think he talked about her album in general.
He talked about the Jollof song.
Jollof on the Jet.
Yeah. Jollof on the Jet. Yeah.
Her songs are very, I don't want to say stupid, but they're very catchy and like, it's hard to hear them and not like them.
Yeah.
But you never call it like high quality music. Mm-hmm. But, Gelato is kind of like that.
Okay.
So he's on the song with her. It's her and Zlatan. It was like a pretty big song. But apparently he never got paid for it. So apparently that's why he's like, upset at her, if you will. I don't know if there's any legal action occurring, but they're basically not on good terms. And it's basically down to money, him not being paid for his contribution. Apparently that she had some type of fundraiser that he participated or supported. He didn't get paid for it. A lot of back and forth, but so far it's been from like third parties. Neither of them have actually really come out to say what happened.
Yeah.
The most we've gotten is Zlatan, like, there was an interview or something he did. They asked him about DJ Cuppy, and he was kind of like, who's that? Like,
okay.
So it was like, okay, like, who's that? Okay. And then there was DJ Cuppy has been online, but she hasn't said anything directly. She's just been like laughing, which is kind of weird. Like, she's just been like, hello, like, she's just been making a joke out of it. So it's a weird thing of like, is it that it's just not a serious thing? Is it that it's
probably a very serious thing.
Exactly.
She's just like shrugging it off with comedy.
Exactly. She's shrugging it off completely. Yeah. Like she's literally shrugging it. I saw her post a video. There's a video that someone had made basically like, yeah, I'm stingy or something like that. And she like posted it like a weird emoji. It's like, yo, like you're like, if there's actually like some tension there, which I believe there is, like she's like turning the screws on him. Like, ha ha ha. Like, I'm never going to pay you. Like, she hasn't said that, but that's what it feels like. So
yeah, when it comes to money disputes, things can get very messy. I guess we'll see if they each eventually come out and say anything like beyond, some laughter and some slight shade.
I'm sure that
here
eventually.
And there.
I'm sure.
I guess at that point we'll see who's right or wrong or whatever the case might be, because I think there's a space for both of them to think that they did the right thing. Like, but we talked about it. Oh, well, there was a moral understanding. But then the other person might be like, well, maybe I started as a favor, but given how big the song got, who knows? I
mean, it all comes down to like agreements and stuff, right? It comes down to what have you actually agreed to. And we see it a lot of times in entertainment, right? Yeah. Like where, especially music, because the way that music is made a lot of times, there's like an informal process to it.
Yeah.
There's a process of, hey, let's go to the studio, let's link up, hey, so like before you know it, you're doing something together and you don't actually have an agreement
in place
of what's going to happen. And then there's
let me pose something to you. What if like you and I both like we're working in the studio, like we're these big stars, whatever, and we're like, you know what, I'll do a verse on your song, you do a verse on mine. It's all cool. But we didn't really talk much more beyond that. We're just like, let's just work on each other's music. And then one person's song goes off like triple times platinum, blah blah blah. Would you not want, even if you originally were like, oh, it's favor for favor, wouldn't you want to double back like, well, damn, I didn't know your song was about to go off like that?
I think that it's about the principle, right? So it's about the principle of like, if we're doing a song, if we're working on that, like on those types of terms, what am I going to ask for? Like, of course there's like standard things that generally come with it, like royalties.
Typically you get a cut of it. Yeah,
exactly. Like I contributed, so it shouldn't be like a secret that I was part. You know what I mean? Yeah. That kind of stuff. But outside of that, it's just luck. And the song blowing up, I still get the look. Like I still get to be part of it. If we do a video, I'm gonna be there. Like
there's many people who like had like a one-hit wonder vibe, like where they're not the one-hit wonder, but they were verse on the one-hit wonder, and unfortunately for them, they're never really going to get anything out of it. Like, one I'm thinking of is, like, Fetty Wap back in the day would have that guy, I can't remember his name, on, like, a bunch of his songs.
Oh, I know.
That person didn't ever blow up, but he was on a bunch of huge songs.
Of course, but,
of course, those parts were never really the the banger of it all.
But also, like, that person made money off of those Fetty Wap songs.
Yeah, and I'm saying, what if it was the case where it's like, oh, well, you're just my friend, you're just in the studio, and it was like, initially, it was all cool, like, we're gonna be good with that, but then when the songs go off, I'm not gonna lie, I would feel like, damn, maybe I should go back and be like, can you insert me? Can you give me a writing credit? Can I get a little bit of bread from that?
Yeah, I think it's tough, right? And that's why a lot of people say, like, you have to just, one, come to the agreement first before you do anything. Yeah, I think
that's the best part.
Because that keeps it simple. But, you know, it's hard. Like, you're not gonna, like, go to the studio on a random Friday night and be like, okay, before we do anything, don't play any music. No one say anything that you're thinking. Because someone could literally already come in with a tune in their head before anything is played. And that's the tune you use. Like, it's, you know, it's about just being fair as much as you can be. And working with people that you have a good understanding with. And just, you know, ultimately being principled, right? Like, I'm not, like you said, of course you might feel bad that, like, you kind of lost out. But, like, you really shouldn't go ask for anything more than was agreed on, you know? So it's like...
But who knows? Maybe this situation between Cuppy and Zlatan might be so different in the sense that there was an agreement and Cuppy is just acting like she didn't know nothing.
But for me, I think that for it to be an issue, like, it almost makes me feel like there wasn't an agreement.
Standard in writing.
There wasn't an agreement.
Black and white.
Or if there was an agreement, for some reason, the agreement was misread. Right? Like, because it is possible that people can have a contract and there's still a dispute over what the contract actually means. Because it could be like, oh yeah, this contract means this. And you're like, nah, this contract means this. So that's also possible.
Right.
So we'll see what happens there. Just interesting stuff. I felt like we should share with the people.